Hey everybody, so I'm doing a leftover makeover meal with a chunk of pork loin that I have left over, and I'm going to turn this into kind of a green chili pork tostadas. So I pulled a onion from the yard. I have half of a small sweet onion. Cut the end of that off. Just chop this up. Whenever you're making Mexican food, green onion really makes a world of difference. And olives, black olives, depending on what you're making. And then I have some frozen bell peppers. I have my skillet getting hot. It's probably already hot. And I'll put this onion in closer to the end of cooking this. So I'm going to chunk this up into fairly small bite-sized pieces since it'll be going on enchiladas. So cut slices, and with the slices and that'll keep it on the tostada better. Big pieces I can see just rolling right off. So that's how I'm going to cut that. So come over here. Add some oil. My oil's hot for the tortillas. Too hot, actually. Too hot. My frozen bell pepper. And then I have some green salsa and some green chilies. We're going to cook these down. Get my tortillas going in my too hot oil. Get these going good. Let that water cook off. Add my white onion. And I'm going to continue to let that cook and chop up my pork, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my meat all chopped up. Look at how much meat I got out of that little hunk of roast. So save everything. If it's just a little bit, put it in the freezer and you can make a quesadilla or something. Omelet. what have you. I'm going to add my meat, hopefully without spilling it all over. And you could use any tortillas you want. You could turn these into burritos. I'm going to do some refried beans as well. So you can make burritos, you can do soft tacos, you can do quesadillas. You can just eat it out of a bowl. Whatever you want. You could eat it with tortilla chips. Utilize those leftovers and whatever stash you have in your pantry and your freezer. Kind of how I cook these days. I see what I have left over. What's in the freezer needs to be used. And just create. I had some breaded chicken patties in the freezer, so I did our own version of Chick-fil-A sandwiches last night. I made my own Chick-fil-A sauce, some lettuce and pickle. And we have a watermelon we've been eating on. And that was dinner. And then the other night I grilled up some chicken breast that I had marinated and made a salad with watermelon and feta and onion, and I had some couple pieces of sourdough to use up, so I made croutons and a balsamic dressing, and that was dinner. I do have some tomatoes that I got out of the yard before they slowed down on me with their blossom drop. So we've had BLTs, just all kinds of sandwiches and salads. So that looks really good. Get a fork and see if it needs anything. Could use some more spice. Well, that tortilla is well done. Need to pay attention to what I'm doing. It's well done. Should be crispy. Excuse me. Add some more sauce. I'm debating on adding those green chilies. They're hard to find. Salt. You could also use the green enchilada sauce. You could do it red with red enchilada sauce or red salsa. You could do chipotle. This is just a made-up recipe with leftovers. Nothing fancy, nothing too precise, just whatever you have. I might chop up a jalapeno. I think that's what I'll do because it needs some spice. So I'm going to get a jalapeno and chop it up. Almost knocked you over. So I chopped up a jalapeno. You can use a pickled one or a fresh one. You could even, if you make the Mexican pickles, you could add that. I'm going to rinse my hand or it's going to catch on fire. And if you're working with peppers, never wash your hands with hot water. It will make the oils go into your skin and it will be way worse. So I think this is what we needed. Needed some spice. And I think I'll forego the green chilies. You can add them if you want. You could also use rotel in this. Just, it needed some spice. And I'm going to add a little bit of this chicken bouillon. That is every Hispanic mama's pantry secret. And it just adds what you need. And this is done. So all I have to do is finish frying my tortillas, heat up my refried beans. I'm going to add my green onion, save a little for the top. Give it another taste, and we're good to go. So I'll do the refried beans, some shredded lettuce, some cheese, sour cream, and we'll come back and I will show you the tostada when it's Yep. So just a little of that bouillon, jalapeno and green onion. Took it where it needed to be. So just work by your taste, what you like. Red, green, what have you. So I'm going to keep frying tortillas and I'll come back when we're putting this together. Okay, let's build a tostada. So, that's amazing. Drop my pasta. Okay, so there's the beans. Turn those off, everything off. So, spread some beans. Some of our meat mixture. Some cheese, some lettuce, green onion, and have some avocado. there's one. I gotta make him 2 more. Number 2. And this is enough for both of us to have dinner, his lunch tomorrow, so that's pretty good for leftovers. 3 meals. One more. And that little bit of meat made a lot of this stuff. I can probably eat lunch tomorrow from this as well. The avocado on there. And there we have it, you guys. Tostadas from a leftover pork roast. Pork loin roast. So yeah, use everything you have. Create masterpieces that everybody will be happy with. And you'll waste nothing. So I just wanted to share that with you. We're going to Mac Daddy down. And I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care.